Hey everyone. Sorry if that transition was weird. I was trying something out and I pushed a button incorrectly. So, whoops! It seems that the internet connection is doing its own thing. It could be good, it could be bad. We really don't have any way to see. It kind of bounces up and down. I am beginning to suspect that it shows me it's good. And then I start streaming and then it's like... I think it's a thing where it's like, oh, the internet's good until you use it. And I'm like, then that's not very good internet, is it? You know? So, if this is nigh incomprehensible, you'll just have to let me know. Because otherwise, I'm just going to keep streaming. And if it lags, it lags. So what I'm going to do now is I'm just going to share it on Discord. Okay. Baba Booey. Make sure everybody's alerted and all that fun stuff. And hello, okay. Hello, Gada Italian? IT? And Frost Soulcrow. Okay, it says my connection is excellent again, so it is just gonna be one of these days where it kind of bounces between being good and being bad. I'm eating a dairy milk. I'm such a cretin. It's insane. I've been thinking about a channel rebrand. I've been thinking about a lot of things, actually. So one thing is like, I'm kind of the volatile Pokemon guy. And I think I should like lean into that more. Like just absolutely go ham in videos, you know? Just like, this is stupid and so are you, and blah 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 blah. There are two settings, excellent connection, none whatsoever. Yeah, so it says excellent. If I go into the stream health right now. Stream is healthy. Okay, that's all it says. And it says stream health is excellent. And then it will just go like, the stream isn't connected at all. It's insane. It's like, I'm trying to think like going forward, do I want to like... I definitely want to start showing my face. But I feel I want to like start giving less of a shit about like... Not being PC, but like... Not saying what's really on my mind, you know? Hello, Tony. Hello, boys and girls and other pals. So last time we were on this row. And I guess I had to like look up what kind of lore we had for like forest cephalopods, which would be like snails and whatever. So I guess I'll come back to these in a minute. I just want to go like through the whole row first. Let me adjust this music. There we go. So a guy based specifically on puking, and it was kind of like a abominable snowman vulture kind of thing. This line has given me a bit of a tough time. Especially these birds. I really hate these birds. To be honest, you're pretty tame as far as being volatile goes, in my opinion. Yeah, but you haven't seen my replies and comments. I don't think any other Poketuber interacts with their community the same way I do. And I think I want to start doing even more of it, where I'm like, you're a fucking idiot. How bird turn into pig? How does anything become anything? Because this isn't like a finalized design or anything. I was just messing around with ideas. Hence why it says what in big letters. Tree octopus were an interesting myth from northwestern USA. Okay, perfect. We'll put that in. Oh, let's turn off smoothing, my mortal nemesis. And I really need Photoshop to not do that thing it did last time, where it where like Photoshop closed and it showed all my recent projects. Because if it shows my recent projects, it's gonna spoil my next big video. And I cannot afford that to happen. Well, like, I guess I could, but I'd like to keep it a surprise. Do many Poketubers have hug boxes? I don't know what word you're looking for. What necessarily you're meaning. I think this being like a toilet. Let me get like a very niche reference. Maybe it's not so niche anymore, because they made a movie about it, which was kind of very mid, in my opinion. Yeah, but this is the turbo toilet from Captain Underpants. And it's... I think this is just one of those things where, like, the top of a toilet just naturally has kind of, like, that duck shape to it. And maybe something about this Pokemon is what inspired toilets, you know? Now, it's like, do I want to keep the potty to the urinal? Because it's like, if they're toilets, I might as well lean in, and I feel like that's kind of a good progression. Now, I know that half the population don't use urinals, but it's like the only middle stage I can think of. Unless it's a sink and people pee in the sink. Or what if, yeah, what if it goes from something else to sink to toilet? All things that flush. Or all things that are plumbing rather than all, like, toilets. Is there anything else we could do instead of a potty there? That isn't just a tiny sink? Because even for a sink, you know, it could be like... He's got like a big nose. Something monstrous. Hey. What about a bidet? Sloctopus? Sloctopath. Definitely says yo dude instead of hello. That is true. There's a bit in the Pokemon reviews where it just like zooms in on his face with no audio and it makes me laugh every time. Who flushes the sink? No, I'm saying it's just connected to pipes. Some sort of like bathroom device. Instead of them all being like a... Because a potty has no like plumbing connection. That is just for poop. Oh, now I have a warning in my stream health. It still says my stream status is good. Oh, now it says it's excellent again. Okay, like I think this is just a thing I'm gonna have to get used to for these next few months while I'm in this house. Is that my stream health is just gonna be whatever. If you guys can hear me, it's okay. I might be a bit delayed, is the thing. We're gonna do the Fig Newton test again. So I'm gonna say Fig Newton. When you hear me say Fig Newton, type in Fig Newton into the chat, and then we'll all know what's going on. Watched the whole playlist earlier today. I watched it like a few days ago when I started doing this just to like inspire myself a little bit. If they were inspired by toilet duck, they could straight up be sewage ducks. Fig Newton. Okay, so we're not too hard behind. What is a sewage duck though? Is it just a duck that lives in the sewer? I'm just gonna write that down because ideas make the world go round. Why is green? Because it's kind of a weird one. First off, I felt white was just too boring. But also, it's like a really niche memory. My grandmother had like a green bathroom. Where like all the... it's not ceramic. Is it ceramic? Oh, what's the... what's a toilet made out of? I feel like ceramic's not the right word. Maybe it is ceramic. Ceramic now doesn't even sound like a word anymore. Porcelain is the word I'm thinking, which is a ceramic. Okay. I knew I was close. Porcelain. The regional fake of Porcelain. Also, I didn't mean the mon. My whole screen is just green. Oh, well, that seems like a you thing, because nothing about this is green. I think it's plastering, maybe? No, it was literally like the porcelain was green. It was very, it was a very, like, old person bathroom. It's just always stuck in my mind, and I figured if the toilets are... or if that's a thing that already exists. Do I have any waterfowl? Not that I can think of, but I don't think I want to make it a duck. I think it being like a sentient toilet monster is way more interesting than being a duck. Because if it's a duck, then it like evolves into a thing that literally eats shit. And it's kind of weird if... not that it does... maybe I replace the duck team with sewer gators. I mean, it could be some sort of sewer animal. But it could be like a duck to a crocodile. Which then like keeps kind of the platypus theming, because it's such like a weird merge of animals. So it could do like a duck to a crocodile or something. It does, yeah, it does kind of have the gator energy to it. Was not expecting to joining a toilet man, but I love it already. Hello, Blub. Then platypus can be the halfway stage. That is true. So you could say duck. Platypus. Toilet. Crocodile. Okay. It's just kind of like pipe. Because I just don't want this first one to be a potty. The second one I'm not sure about either, but the final one then could be just a poison steel surrogator. I think I made this guy steel type when I redesigned it. I can't remember. Oh yeah. It's all coming together. Hey, Isma. You ever watch a Dead Bedspread's Fake Man review? Isma. Isma. Hey, Isma. Hey, Isma. And I don't know if I have a crocodile. I kind of have a thing that's a crocodile in the stacks later on. Oh, the final form could be a septic tank. I mean, the final form I'm sticking with is like a toilet. I just joined to see a green toilet. That is a scary good Kronk impression. I'm not so good at Joe from Family Guy, but it kind of came from because I would originally do like, "Hey Peter, can I borrow your egg, Peter?" But there's like a cadence that he does when he voices Joe. But then with Kronk, it's just like, "Squeakity squeak, squeak, squeaking." Why not have the bath for the final evolution, and the toilet could be the middle evolution, the sink could be the pre-evolution? Because I think a toilet final stage is funny. But a bath is not a bad idea either. Hey, what's poppin', people? Oh, Taz. Do you think this man and your water starter be friends? Well, it's interesting, actually, because this was a water poison type. The typing I'm still not sold on. Shitter dial? Baby's a training... I don't want it to be a training toilet, though. I wanna get away from the whole line being, like... urine? Feces is just poop. Yeah. I want to get away from being, like, human waste themed. So I want to change the theme into, like, plumbing. A spy padlet looks like a toilet, but when it decides to walk on all fours, it could look like a bath. I don't even know how that's possible. Hello, spooky fake man. Hope you're all doing well. Sink toilet reservoir. I don't know. I feel like the final stage should be a toilet. Or we could just make it 2-stage. If I can't really decide on what to do. But I do like the duck to platypus to crocodile thing. I think that's a fun thing that Pokemon would do. Where it's like, here's Pee-Pee. Here's Wee Wee. And there's urine. What if it was a split evolution? This is funny because this was one of the mons that was going to have a split evolution. Because I did start designing like a second... it could just be a tap. Yeah, because I suppose... Oh, it's weird now because my water starter is also really plumbing oriented. Is it weird if I just have 2 Pokemon that are type? Oh, so it could be like tap, sink, toilet. What chaos have we got in store? So I'm thinking, through the help of chat, it's going to be a duck that evolves into a platypus that evolves into a crocodile. I don't want them all to be toilet themed, I want them all to be plumbing themed. So currently the idea is that it goes from a tap to a sink to a toilet. I could then do the alternate evolution into a bath, because, as I was saying, there was going to be a split evolution where it evolved into water fairy. Because this line is like the XP of Poliwag. And so because Poliwhirl got an alternate evolution, so would the Flush. So it was like this really like majestic, clean duck kind of thing. One's gross, one's clean. That was the idea. I just never got around to... I think I drew it once. Oh. My neck. Syncquack! Oh my god! Also, SMG, I didn't realize that was you. Hello. It's great to see you in a stream. SMG leaves really nice comments, and they've been doing it forever. So, but Syncquack is a really good name. Or even if it was like, it could be like Syncroc. Depending on like which one I do. Could be Steel Poison and Steel Fairy. Yeah, I'm thinking I don't know if it... All I know is it's not going to be... it's not going to be Water Steel, because that's the new typing of my starter. And I know from I did a breakdown of all of the types in this dex. I think Poison is like the biggest one by far. So I can afford to change like a Poison type here and there. If it leads to a toilet, call it Quap. Oh man. Quap! Guys, I'm just gonna grab some water. I did not prepare that for myself, so I'm very sorry. Steel Ghost! There's no fade in there. I've scared you. What if the first two are platypus and look like pipes, and the poison evil could become a toilet gator and the fairy is a tub mixed with a duck? I don't think I want to worry necessarily about the split evo just yet. But I do think... I'm currently thinking Poison Steel, because it kind of like... It's like a Galarian wheezing situation, where it consumes toxins and cleans them. So the idea with the kind of the original redesign, and also this one, would be like it's able to like shoot clean water out of like the end of its tail. But it's not necessarily a water type. It's just filled with like toxic stuff that it can like shoot back out of its mouth. And then obviously its body is steel, so maybe it could have like a water worker ability. Or it could still be water poison and then get the steel worker ability. I feel like I'd like to make water worker an ability. I feel like every type should have a worker style ability. I think that's a really good place to... No, I dropped Shocky on the floor. Does Crocodile sound good? I don't know if I'd say it sounds good. I don't think I can use it. Steelworker sounds good. Get the water types in there. So what I'm going to do is... Let me see if I can find the... I have a Google Doc. Or a Google sheet. Where I got all the types. Old Dex type diversity. So let's see. Can I not zoom out in this at all? No, I can't. Okay, that's hilarious. And you guys can't see it, so I apologize. There are... So poison is leading by the most. I don't have the exact numbers, but there's 2 more poison types than there are, like, any other type. Oh, no, sorry. There's 1 more poison type. Grass and fairy are actually the 2nd most abundant types in this dex. Water is then kind of tied for, like, the 4th place. So it's poison for 1st, grass and fairy for 2nd, ground for 3rd. Fire, water, fighting, and electric for 4th. And for steel, there are only 6 steel types. So I think I could swap out some of the water ones for steel to kind of balance out the dex a bit. But I'm not too sure. I don't think the typing needs to be. Why fairy? Because fairy was up and coming, and I had a lot of light. I designed a lot of guys to be light type, and then a lot of them ended up getting changed to fairy. Also, why fairy? Because 6 of those fairy types are the fucking rabbits. Which is how many steel types there are in the whole dex. So. Janatoilet. Janatoil. I don't know, I don't want it to like be a janitor, if that makes sense. It's a good combo of letters for sure. Having it from duck to croc makes me think that one meme of the chickens turning into crocodiles. I don't know what that is. I might. So I'm gonna write it down. Crocodile. To chicken meme. I finally, Jesus, reincorporated Coke Zero into my life. It's like water back home. A believable dex is never perfectly balanced. Yes, but this isn't a believable dex. A fairy type shit tube. Yeah. I don't think the type is important. I already know what it's gonna have, like a metallic, ceramic, porcelain exterior. Maybe white, maybe green. Pipe-based body. It could be related to Sewerpint and Chompert, if anybody knows what those fake manner. Aqueduct! Oh! Okay, that's good. Aqueduct. Maybe they should be water type. Water poison. I want to say we have 3 water poison lines, and Tentacool, Quillfish, and what the fuck is it called? Marini. Are there any other water poison types? Because I feel maybe this could take the niche that like Quillfish is missing of like a physical attacker. Because as far as I know, Tentacruel is a special attacker and kind of bulky. Then Toxapex is just a bunker. Anatosuchus. 100% I'm gonna write that down. Anatosuchus. Very good. Very good, yes. Sorry guys, I am burping up a storm. Does anybody live in Los Angeles by any chance? I know it's a bit of a weird question. Maybe water steel that becomes water poison. I don't think I wanted to change types. That always kind of annoys me. When like... I can't remember what it was. I know there was like a... I know there's like a... I think it's one of the fake montages. And somebody submitted a starter line and it was like... this one's fire normal and evolves into fire dark and then becomes fire fairy, and it's like, that thing's same type attack bonus is all over the place. Because it's water poison with steelworker ability. I think that's the way I'm gonna go. What type is the starter again? Starter is now currently water steel. It's grass, electric, fire, poison, water, steel. So actually, I've already replaced one of the dark types with the steel type. So, I'm gonna write Steelworker because I think it's the most logical play for this. And without successful Marini and Toxapex and Tentacrueler, I think Water Poison's a pretty good type. I do like the idea of a mon whose type changing as evolves, but it's weird to do the first starter. Yeah, Water Poison would make it different. Yeah, like it was either going to be water... It was either going to be Water Poison or Steel Poison. I wasn't going to make it the same type as the water starter. Oh, Christ. Oh, Jesus. Okay. I think we can move on from these. For now. Let me make my window a bit bigger. So imagine if you guys just weren't able to hear me this whole time and I was just talking to myself. That'd be mortifying. The only exception to that is Dartrix to Decidueye replacing Flying with Ghost. That is also a weird one. But I don't remember if, like, Rowlet and Dartrix learned that many flying moves. But it's also a thing of, like, if you change the typing, it's kind of like, what was the point of the first secondary typing? I feel like it happens to Flying and Normal the most, because those are just the two, like, this is an animal type, you know? I want to say it happens to Bug somewhere as well. But I don't know if I remember. Because it's like, think about if you're playing the game, and it's like, oh, my Pottypus knows Sludge Bomb. And then when it evolves into the last stage, it loses the attack bonus on that. Skorupi is what I'm thinking of. Thank you. But to be fair, I don't mind it into Drapion, because Dark Poison is fucking tapped. It'd be funny if I was muted. And just nobody let me know. You're all just pretending and somehow keeping up with what I was saying. Ninjask swaps its types a bit. Ninjask is insane! Oh, thank you for bringing that up. I put it up on Twitter that I'm making a bug ground type for this upcoming video. Because it's like, the only two bug ground types we have are, and sorry Sea Dragon, one is Wormadam, who nobody uses, and the other is Nincada, who evolves twice and loses it both times. Altaria is the other fun one. And Altaria is exceptionally frustrating because we can't even use the Dragon Fairy variant anymore. Okay, let's see what labels we have here. Child Process plus Reptilians. Okay. So Child Process plus Reptilians. The bug ground type I am making is pretty tapped. I'll say that. Wormadam and Nincada will be blown out of the water. Okay, let's see. Where is the redesign I did for the fetuses? This one, I feel like, could still work a bit without that many changes. I feel like this is one of the first fake mon lines I made where I was like, oh my god, hang on a second. Like the redesign. Okay, let's see. Oh yeah, Plubkull has seen it. Don't say anything. Alright, what's going on? I'm back. I'm looking at fetuses. Nincada, I recall, was the only case of a Pokemon when a Pokemon with a unique typing to become a mon with another unique typing. That is true. Shedinja is... I still can't believe Shedinja is the only bug ghost type. It's like when you think about that Zubat's line are still the only flying poison types. Like, that's insane. Let's go back to child labor. Childbirth. That's another joke that I laughed at when I rewatched it. Okay, because the thing is, the reason I said lizard people is because fetuses high-key look like lizards. And I feel maybe there's some kind of like... Maybe this one could like be like a more literal kind of egg, like a lizard egg. So you want to bring in like that reptilian imagery. This second one, I was so fucking proud of. Because like the shape of the face and the tongue is like, this is like a human's forehead, and then this is like the nose, and that's the chin. I just kind of like traced a fetus a bit. So the fact it worked out like that. Fetus lizard. Kind of. Because this, it already is a fetus lizard. You know? I guess we're all reptile people on the inside. I don't know if I could do that lizard screech. And I'm not gonna try. Fetile, Fetilian. And then this one's like belly has like a pattern that goes down. Ooh, because now it's a thing. Is it weird that I have two psychic type reptiles? Well, I guess the other psychic type I have is an amphibian. I could maybe make them version exclusives. But we will have to see. Pokedex version exclusives real. I'm very sure some things were designed as version exclusives in the original pass. These guys were an evolutionary family, and now they are again. I guess the bugs would have been like one is more common in a different version. I'm sure the later down we go, we'll find more. Pink Megamind. No bitches. I think the tail could be kind of important for this line, maybe. Could be more like aliens. Yeah, because like reptilians... Aren't reptilians... Isn't the thing about reptilians that they're aliens? Reptilianite, my baby. Because they're also inspired by, the original was inspired by Tyranids. Oh, hang on. Fucking hell. Okay, so now... This guy's now a crocodile. I love how I skipped the birds, because I just have nothing to say about them. This guy's now a crocodile. These are now lizards. Oh, I do change these guys away from turtles. Okay, because I was going to say, we're getting a lot of reptiles in a row here. The first redesign is going to xenomorph territory. I don't think it's entirely xenomorph. I think the first design is way more xenomorphy. They could have a big elongated head. This is a xenomorph. Why do I try everybody flipping the bird? What's my obsession? Either aliens from another dimension or Hollow Earth theory. Okay. Middle stage does bring in some chest burger. That's funny. Chest burster vibes. Does it? Oh shit! Yeah, sorry. I was thinking of a face hugger. Yeah, you're absolutely right. It does. Eldritch Horror. That's a... I could almost make it a Dark type, but if we're worried about balancing, Dark Psychic is one of the worst types in the game. Lizzie Goat. That's pretty good. Rembry... Oriem, isn't that a... thing? I'm not massive on Fertillion, but definitely the other two. Lizzie Goat is pretty... Lizygote is kind of good. And now this way, it's kind of like there is like an added element onto it, where instead of just like fetus. Because as good as I think these guys are, it's just the progression of a fetus. There's no kind of like... or it's just a fetus that is psychic. Yeah. What about Psychic Steel? Psychic Steel... I could make these guys steel. Oh, and it like develops armor as it goes along. Because Psychic Steel is a really good type. And as I was saying, I don't have a lot of steel types. Bravitas. The womb is a capsule, and as it evolves, the body almost works like a spacesuit. I don't want it to be an astronaut suit specifically because I am using that for something else. But it could definitely be an alien because I do have another like space-themed Pokemon in this dex. So they could... OBS, where are you? Guys, it says I have no data. I think I'm good though. Hello everybody. Gotta head everyone's feeling sick. Sorry to hear that, Plub. I hope you feel better soon. The connection. It could be an alien capsule, then maybe the alien, then one in a human disguise. I don't think I'm... Oh, disguise. Yeah, because it's a reptilian. But I don't know if I want it to look human, because I feel that's a bit too fucky. He's got a big tongue. Ow. Ooh, my neck. Oh, I forgot I got another Coke. Because I have a problem. Okay. Hatching out of the egg, growing up, and crafting armor. I don't know if... I like the idea of the first stage looking like an egg. Hello, Azarir. You had trans rabbits and a toilet gator and you're stuck in a classic alien trope like a human disguise. Yes, because I don't want my fucking Pokemon to look like a human. It's like, go! Anthony, man! There he is. There's my human Pokemon. Also, if anybody knows what Anthony Man is, you're an OG YouTube vet. What if the first stage is just the egg, you hatch an egg and get an egg? Yeah, it's like fucking execute. It is indeed Smash. This is completely unrelated. It is. So I'm not. I'll keep that in mind for. I think that's maybe what my new starter will be. My new water starter for my Irish region. It is going to be some kind of dog. I know that. I'm old. I was there when YouTube was invented, guys. I remember. I remember Pokemon theme song. It's getting late for me, so head off. No problem, SMG. It's always lovely to see you. Your feedback was very much appreciated throughout this. We only did one line so far. Jesus. No, I don't know if the human disguise element is something I want to go for as such. Unless it has kind of like, what's Zoroark's ability? Illusion? Like, it could have illusion as its ability. And a Psychic Steel type then, like, it's only to... Oh, wait, no, Psychic Steel did get nerfed because of... So to be weak to, like, ground... Unless I was about to say unless it has Levitate, but it already has Illusion. It could have Illusion. I started as a YouTuber and still no subs. Well, are you making videos? An entire song based on Weeble's Badger song. I cringe every time. We don't want another Hypno situation again. Yeah, but see, this guy is like an alien. I think Illusion would be the best way to do kind of like a disguise thing. In like society. Because I just feel like if like... Hello, I am a human being. It's going to be really weird. In a way that I don't know that I can pull off without it just being like another Mr. Mime situation. But I am liking this kind of propping up with like the tail. And I imagine it just kind of like hovers along. It's a bit like Orbeetle, I feel like. I'm gonna get a picture of Orbeetle for reference. I remember when Galar came out and my buddy was like, this bug type line is the worst one they've ever made. I saw Dottler and I was like, that's a bit weird looking. I saw Blipbug, I was like, that's a bit weird looking. But then I saw Orbeetle and I was like, this guy fucks. I love, I do love Rabska and Reller. Part of me wishes that Reller evolved into a bug ground type. That's why I used it on my team. Because it had like it had a poop ball, but they said it was like a ball made of mud. And I was like, oh fuck, he's going to merge with the ball. Then the flip was so insane. I was like, okay, I actually kind of dig with this. But it's like, we just got a bug psychic in the last generation. So I do have a little bit of angst towards think maybe this line could be a rival to Solosis. I don't want to tie in any existing Pokemon lore to like, because I don't know like which Pokemon are actually going to appear in the region as such. So I just like for Galar, I'm pretty pleased the UK's bug is a ladybird. I know, I was thinking, because I was working on Erna a bit last year when I was in Italy, just because I had a sketchbook. And I was like, what bug could I make like for the Irish region? And I'm like, Jesus Christ. We still don't have like a housefly. And I'm like, okay, it's fine. So I have a housefly in the works. Somewhere. And don't say Rabambi's a housefly, because it's not. It's a bee. Of some description. I'm talking like an annoying blue-arsed fly. Motherfucker. DBS just swore on stream. Oh my god. We didn't have a worm until Paldea. Well, I have a worm in this dex, so. And it was actually the first Pokemon of the part 10 that I scripted out and just never got around to making. Okay, so like maybe it breaks out of the egg. And then that egg armor like transmutates into armor. Kind of. Maybe? Sorry guys, I am being ludicrous right now. Eldritch. I'd need to look. Would dark? I feel like it needs to be psychic. Maybe it could get a. No, okay. It's a dark steel type. Or fuck my life. It's a psychic steel type. It has illusion. I feel like that's a good way to go. What's Zoroark's BST? Let's take a look. 510. Okay. Fragments of the shell still on the body, fusing with the body to make armor. Yeah, more or less. Because otherwise it's just kind of like a... Gata, are you okay? I'm noticing you're sending messages and then deleting them instantly. I'm not really able to read what I'm seeing. Oh, I really don't want to work on these birds, but... okay. Oh, there he is. It was insane. The day after I drew this was Spyro's birthday, and I had no idea. Insane. Insanity. Okay. I feel like this is a good... Your phone keeps doing it? Oh, that's a shame. I feel like this is a good place to leave this guy, and I can kind of come back to it. Kind of like an egg with a tail. An egg with a tail kind of has like the illusion or the not a reference, illusion, I think, to an egg and a sperm cell combining. So, but then it's also just like an egg with a tail coming out of it, like it's hatching. So that's kind of a double meaning. Because the tail is the flagellum. Up next after them is the Legends. It's just an alien, but aliens can be anything. Yeah, it's like... As much as I wasn't the MCU, it's like... Why are all of the aliens speaking English, and why are they all just different coloured humans? There should be aliens that are just, like, not comprehensible to our eyes. Yeah. I am the concept of mayonnaise. And it's just like, your brain explodes. So up next are the legends. But this is the meat psychic type. Why is it meat? I don't know what that is. Sand! How do I even say it? Sand, Torko! There we go. A line that honestly... okay. Bear with me a second. I'm gonna ruin your life. I'm gonna ruin your guys' whole life. I'm gonna make you all cry. You're gonna throw your hands up to the heavens. You're gonna cry and scream and piss and shit. Where are these redesigns? Okay. So in the original video, I got really stuck on redesigning these guys. To the point that I was like, okay, it's a burrowing ground type, sand related. It has a shell. So I made, what is it? Dillard, Drillerill, and Armadillo. Apparently Armadillo is a Ben 10 alien. I've never watched Ben 10. I probably will never watch Ben 10. Sorry, Ben 10 stands. Apparently I've made 2 fake mon that share names with Ben 10 aliens. The other one is Molestache. He's my star-nosed mole guy. So, I guess Ben 10 just uses Pokemon core names for his alternate forms. Sand Torko. Gesviga. Kind of, yeah. Drill Torkoal. So... Ben 10 names are very Gen 1 core. True. Well, I would say Gen 1 core is just like... get a word. So guys, I am aware that these are kind of a departure from what we originally had. So I'm thinking because there's some stuff happening up here that wasn't there originally either. What if Sand Torkoal real? Hmm? Are you winning, son? Regional? Yup. I feel it'd be more likely to be original variant because I don't know how I would make a convergent. I made a dumb convergent of Torkoal called Borkoal where it was a pig. Sand Torkoal real? Hmm? No armadillos this time. Just back to a sand spout turtle concept. Tortoise. So, this is the question. If we keep the armadillos, and I'm not keeping both, because I think ground type is like the second most abundant type so far, so I don't need more. I keep the armadillos, or make it a regional Torkoal. I was gonna say a camel. Gee, what the fuck would a camel Torkoal look like? That's horrible. If anybody watches Bonnie Jan, ask him to show you a Humpion. It's an abomination of God. It would look like them. Yeah, I feel like it's just too, Doesn't Numel also have a hole in its back? Torkoal of every type when you give me $200 each. Humpion, I did not stutter. It is one of the greatest things I've ever seen in my life. Okay, so here's the thing. What BST does Torkoal have? So I could judge this. Torkoal has a BST of 470. Other Pokemon with this base stat total: Alamamola, Cinccino, Dodrio, Ice-Cube, Phalanx, Grumpig, Xatu, Torkoal, Stonjourner, Rabsken, Mousehold, and Klefki. Okay. I feel like this would be a situation. I feel like my stream froze. Why are you pausing my music, you dork? Let's do video game beach music. I get a long one, please? Hell yeah, brother. Oh, I'm fucking ready. Okay. If Duraludon can evolve, well, exactly. So I'm thinking keep Armadillos or two-stage, or let's see, Torkoal plus Evo plus boost, because the original joke was Sand Torkoal, Mega Sand Torkoal. So I'm like, I could do regional Torkoal plus new evolution. Maybe like Tor Sandstorm, Tor Storm, Stormcoal or something. I could make it a ground fire type. I don't know. If Bisharp kind of... Oh yeah, what's Bisharp's BST? No, I definitely wanted to evolve. I was just thinking, would I have it evolve twice? Is having a single stage Pokemon that has a regional variant that evolves twice too much? Because if that's the case, Torkoal would be like... This slot would be Torkoal. And then it would evolve twice. Now let's see. Pawniard, or Bisharp's BST is 490. Which is higher than Torkoal's. And Gambit's BST is 550. So this could be like 480, then like 530, and then like 570 or something. If we do like two stages. Or three stages. Which is not something I was considering until I literally got to this right now. Make a regional baby form? I don't think I want to do that. What if it's based on giant island turtles? Oh, what if its back is an oasis? That's a concept and a half. Because this is nothing. It just kind of digs through sand and it shoots. I feel like, if it's a turtle with like an oasis on its back and it just swims through sand. It's like a traveling oasis. I feel that's a really cool idea. And maybe like it's kind of... It's not so much sand turtwig. Because this is a turtle. I do want it to evolve to like lose the... If I turned Torkoal into a turtle, is that a convergent? Because tortoises and turtles are different animals. Tormirage. What's Torm? What type would that be, though? Would it just be ground type and it's like... Its shell is filled with nutrients that allows plants to grow, but the plants aren't actually part of its body? No, I know where the M comes from. I guess, yeah, the K doesn't fit into tortoise. But Torque has like a... Torm... I don't feel rolls up. Groundwater. I don't know if I want it to necessarily have a second type. Turwasis. Keeps its fire typing and gives... Frost... Oh, did I miss something up here? What did I miss? Oh, yeah, okay. Keeps its fire type and create mirages of heat. I feel like the desert would be hot enough, but maybe fire mirage. Because ground fire type is a very... It's still unique to camera up to normal, I'm sure. I did a video on the first of every type. I should know this. We do have a lot of fire types in this deck, though, is the thing. Oh, and if it's fire ground, it could have like a glass shell or something. It could have a glass shell that like refracts, but then I feel if it like has a glass thing, it's gonna be really close to Terrapagos. Poltergeist exists, so you could have a sand turtwig. I'm not sure what you mean. A glass... I feel like a glass biodome is pushing it. I would rather the stuff growing on it than, like, within it. I feel like a glass biodome is a very, like, paradox Pokemon core. Again, subscribe to Mr. Bonnie John, because I believe he made a Torterra that does that exact concept. Glass would make people question why it isn't rock. I can probably think of a counter to that, if I can think of all 1008 Pokemon in my brain. I don't know. Because there are regional forms that keep the same type. And more. Like Weezing does it. Zigzagoon does it. Just top of my head. Wooper does it. How is the dex for ghosts? Turtle with an oasis on its back, ring any bells? Not particularly. Why would I make it ghost? Is the thing. Ghost is tied for steel at the... Or ghost is tied for with steel and sound as the third least used type. But I'm not using sound and light anymore, so it's tied for the second least most used type. Stream died? Fuck. Fig Newton. Fig Newton. Fig Newton. Fig Newton. Everybody say Fig Newton. Fig Newton is what fixes the stream. Fig Newton. Fig Newton. Fig Newton. Why is the stream getting buggy now? I'm gonna hold out faith that it's gonna fix itself. Because why wouldn't it? Stream back? I don't know. We just need to say Fig Newton. Fig Newton. If you're not typing Fig Newton, you're not helping the cause. Fig Newton. Fig Newton. The whole thing crashed. What's happening? How's everybody typing? I'm gonna refresh it on my side. Just bear with me. Why is this happening? Are we good? It seems like, Turtwig Final Evolution Giant Oasis on its back. Torterra doesn't have an oasis on its back. I don't know if you know what an oasis is. It has a tree on its back. Oh shit. Sorry, I just saw the thing posted in the Discord of the chickens turning into alligators. Okay, I know exactly what that is. That's fucking big pee-pee poo-poo humor, so it works. That is me, don't worry. We're just gonna open a soundboard. Easy peasy. Okay. Funny stuff. Are you suggesting no, it has to be Torkoal. I'm not making a regional Turtwig because it's a starter and I don't fuck with starters. That is something I will leave to Game Freak because starters are just their own fucking core of like inspiration and insanity and blah blah blah. And Sand Torkoal is the meme. And also Turtwig isn't a turtle either. And Torkoal's already there, and Torkoal is the meme. Are we in agreement that regional Torkoal is the better idea than keeping the armadillos? Also, do remember, if you are watching the stream, to push the live button in the underneath the playback bar. It'll like bring you... We still want Torkoal, so do we resort to the boosted form? So I'm thinking, I definitely want Torkoal and an evolution. It's just if that evolution is this kind of final stage with the oasis on its back. And then also like a boosted form. So it's a Torkoal either with one evolution and a boosted form, or a Torkoal with two evolutions and a boosted form. So just to remember this. So Torkoal base form, then evolution. Exactly. So think like... think like fucking Quillfish. Or like Farfetch'd. Farfetch'd doesn't evolve. But Galarian Farfetch'd does. So, Torkoal doesn't evolve, but Rapacian. Rapacian? Rapacian? I don't know what word I'm going to use. Torterra is also great. Yeah, we get this. There's been like 12 water-type turtles. What about Torkoal and a Splitty? Guys, I need you to stop with the Splitty. You're gonna ruin my life. Sand Torkoal good without the Oasis and like too much like Torterra. It literally, it's a turtle that swims through sand. Torterra is a tortoise. Two different mons of similar concept can exist together. Yeah, it's like... Imagine playing Gen 5 for the first time. Could have some element of like water and a palm tree. And whatever else makes a oasis look like an oasis. If it ever goes under the sand, the oasis is done. That's what this is what I'm thinking, like maybe it has like a shell that's kind of up here. And if it swims through it never like goes deep into the sand. It just like goes slightly under the surface. Or maybe it can like seal over the thing and like blast all the water out to like clear all the sand out of the way. We're just thinking it's Mirage. Oh, because it could be... It could be like smoke in the shape of a tree. Yeah. Do we have any, like, desert Mirage Pokemon? But I like the idea of it being nice. Yeah, that's the thing. I like it being, like, a nice... traveling... thing, you know? Where it's like you're stuck in the middle of the desert, and then you, like, pass out, and then suddenly, like... You see all the sand moving around you, and you kind of sit up, and there's water next to you, and like a tree, and you're like, what the fuck? And it turns out you're moving. And you're just like... on this guy's back, like... the fuck? So like, yeah, I know I was going off the sand spout concept to... make it less... out of nowhere. Because it's like, oh, it could have like a nutrient-filled back, kind of. It acts. So you're saying it does actually have the things on its back, but as you get close to it, it runs away. Gata, I'm just gonna say it, we've talked about it. Drop the Torterra thing. It's not too similar. Or else I'ma get. With the talk of Torkoal, it's reminding me of how there's that scene in the anime where Ash just says spoink in the water. When he's running the water. That's it. What? Oh, Ashes. Yeah, Torkoal's a trooper. If you're only here to gatekeep opinions, then that is a problem. I am trying to figure out a way to give a good concept to what was previously a meme in my community. Oh. Can we hear me? Stream started melting again. So maybe the reason why this is full of sand is because he simply is just like under the sand. And then it like fills up with kind of snow. Yeah, providing an environment for living things is like almost exactly Torterra behavior. A different personality would help it. Da, 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 da. Small Pokemon occasionally gather on its unmoving back and begin building their nests. A group of Pokemon migrating in search of water have been mistaken for moving forests. Some Pokemon are bored on Torterra's back and spend their entire life there. Ancient people imagined that beneath the ground a gigantic Torterra dwelled. There's some Pokemon. We already said that. It's all the same stuff again. Same stuff, same stuff. This remarkable large-bodied Pokemon served beautifully as borrowed scenery for a garden. And the strength is peerless. Torterra roams the wilderness in search of clean water. Torkoal is literally based on a fucking volcano, which is the most nutrient-rich soil you can get in the world. I don't think it's that much of a stretch to imagine that its regional form and evolution would be able to grow plants on its back. It is in the middle of a desert. It has a thing. This could be a geyser as well, which kind of defeats the purpose. I'm breaking up a lot right now, isn't that fucking convenient? Everybody say Fig Newton. It works. Fig Newton. Fig Newton. Big Newton. Maybe it's soft shell turtle having minerals composed of shell can be used to sort of farmland and it goes spreads those minerals as desert. Good, I'm getting no fucking data. What the fuck is happening? Come on, stream. Fig Newton. I don't see anybody saying Fig Newton. I feel like that's the problem. Could you stop fucking directing my... Bada bing. Wow, I don't know if you guys are even there anymore. Fig Newton. Fig Newton. Fig Newton. Fig Newton. Why is this gone to shit? Okay. What I'm gonna do is just some stuff while I can. Just gonna do like let's make those blue. Then I guess I can make that. Hey Taz, if you are I've got no issue with the tree that's part of the ice, it's just the behavior. But why would it run away from people? Okay, we're back. Cool. We said Fig Newton enough. Stream crashed again. Sorry to hear it. Taz, the stream was dying, and whenever it does that, we have to say Fig Newton and will it back into existence. Because it fucking works. And speaking of Fig Newton, there he is. I would maybe understand it if there was like a giant... Does Lapras do this? Let me see. Pokedex. Capable of understanding the language of humans, it tries ferrying people on its back. It ferries people across the sea. They have gentle hearts. Should I make this a fucking ground type Lapras then? Hang on. There's definitely something here with Lapras. Lapras understands human speech is such a weird detail. They've been so cherished that there's now an overabundance. The fish Pokemon population has declined in waters with too many Lapras. Okay, there is nothing I can find in the Pokedex about Lapras saving people. And there's nothing I find about Torterra saving people. Like, I'm not... Like, maybe... Okay, maybe if you see it, it leaves. But if you, like, pass out in the desert, it'll come save you. Yeah. It's elusive, but helpful. Make it friendly. I'm not understanding what the issue is. The Lord and Saviors. Yeah, it needs to be Torkoal because that's the joke. And that's always been the joke. Hello, Slappy. The stream is fucking dying. So I don't know how much, or how close you guys are to... Dying. Are we back? Fig Newton. Everybody, Fig Newton. Fig fucking Newton. There we go. Fig fucking Newton. I don't know why we can't. I guess because it's Oasis. Okay, I understand what we're going for here. Oasis are typically a mirage. So the idea is, if you go out seeking it, it would swim away from you. But if you actually are in danger and like passed out in the desert, it would rise up and carry you. If that makes sense. Let's say you were in the desert and like surrounded by kind of some fucking velociraptors or something. This thing would rise up and like kind of carry you away. Or if you passed out from heat exhaustion, it would find you and bring you back. But it's just if people go out hunting it, that's when it's like, nah, bye. And I think this being a third Evo really works as well. Or else it's just like a hyper rare Torkoal evolution. Because I do have a hyper rare evolution mechanic up here already. Ice cream lads, when the stream doesn't fucking work. We can't be impatient. And it's iced cream lads. Stream crashed my internet. Oh boy. I don't know what's going on. It says nobody's watching, but people are commenting, so like it's completely fucked on my end too. I just don't know what the problem is. Hyper evolutions? What the fuck is a hyper evolution? See, Dragon, you can't just say that. I don't know what that means. Okay. I think we can move on to the ice cream. How are you gonna stream crash your internet? Because I hacked you. I'm a hacker, supreme. You've fallen for my trap. Are we looking for a mid-stage? I don't really think it's necessary at the moment. Because either Torkoal evolves into, like, the Sand Turtle, or there's just a stage in between. Like a more elusive stage, and then the final stage is, like, even more rare. Or whatever. The evolution item is really... Maybe, like, you can only find the evolutionary item where these things have been spotted. It's like a fragment of... a shell fragment or something that you need to go out and find. So you have to, like, chase one of these and you can't actually catch it. Something like that. I'm gonna write that down. Oh, for the love of Christ, stream. Stream, 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 stream. Shell fragment from chasing final stage. Wowie. Incredible. Incredible. Okay. Baba Booey. Ice cream. Ice cream's crazy, dude. Who knew it? Not me. Low-key, high-key kind of hate these guys. And by that I do mean the redesigns. Not a fan. There's simply too much going on. So it's like, this one's a purple or a pink strawberry ice cream thing, and it's shaped like Mario, and it has a cone that's also made ice cream, and it looks like the Leaning Tower of Pisa, and there's a strawberry on its head with some green, and this guy is like a vanilla pod, and it's Masquerade, and also it's a same guy, and now we have way too many fucking colors. And then the last stage comes in and just introduces a big load of fucking brown all over that. Actually, the brown is already there. So it's past vanilla, exactly. How many colors do we have? So you have yellow, less yellow, white, brown, pink, red, and cream. And green. Like, there's like 7 colors in this thing. It's too many. It's way too many. They're adorable. I just don't fucking know. Okay, here's an idea. Because we just did it. Color unity doesn't vibe. What if? What if? What if? What if? What if? What if? So these guys were literally made to be like a parody of Vanillite. Or Vanillite. Whatever the fuck. Let me get these dweebs. Let me get these dorks. Okay. Oh no, oh yuck, it's an ugly JPEG. Ew, 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 ew. Artifacting, or whatever the term is. I simply believe that making another triple stage ice cream Pokemon with multiple heads is kind of pointless. 3 yellows. I guess, yeah, you could call that yellow. 2 browns. Oh shit, yeah, there's another color brown there. Fuck, yeah. Green, red, pink, 8. Yeah, it's too many. Regional Valorant. So I was thinking... Because... And this literally just came to me right now. It just came to me right now. Everybody shut the fuck up. What is the other aspect about these guys? 3 browns. Where's the other brown? We regionaling again? Potentially. Potentially. I'm gonna up the opacity on this. That's a lot of guys. What is the other weird thing about this original line? What is the thing that really stands out about them? Because there's something about them that nobody in their fucking right mind would ever do. If you were making an ice cream Pokemon, what is the last feature you would give them? I was gonna say Custard Hydra. That gets new parts. Feature. They're French. Yeah, I feel like you might have... Gata got it right, though. It's facial hair. Why, in the ever-loving fuck, did I give ice cream facial hair? Why does ice cream have facial hair? So here's what I'm thinking. Let's make that really, really hard to see again. Something that makes them inedible. Yeah, I don't know if you know this, kids. You shouldn't eat hair. Both times too. Yeah, but at least with this one, it's made of chocolate. The ones above... This is... I can tell you with my artistic intent. This is hair. This is chocolate. This is also chocolate. So here's what I'm thinking. Either regional. Probably convergent. Or new Pokemon. Based on shaving cream / gel. I just saw Slappy wrote it as well. Maybe they could be dropped ice cream cone. Oh, that's a really fun idea as well. I feel like that might be something else. You know, if it's a dropped ice cream. Oh man, that's funny. Oh shit, I love both of these ideas. The thing is, I feel like the shaving gel cream route is the way to go. Just because I think it's the facial hair in the originals is just the weirdest thing. You know? And the cones become the gnome hat. See, the other thing is I also have a gnome Pokemon later on in the decks. Which I could repurpose into that. If I'm changing these guys to shaving cream. I like the dropped ice cream. Yeah, it's just, it doesn't... There's no, like, facial hair element to the gnome. Or it's like, then it will just have facial hair, but it's like, I don't really know what the basis is, you know? Besides, like, oh, this cone is upside down. So currently I'd be leaning for, like, a convergent, like the final stage of barbershop court. Oh, fuck my life. God damn it. God damn it. The bodies could be trimmers for the facial hair. Yeah, I'm thinking... Because the typing would probably change. And I'm not sure how much it would change. So singing? Shaving cream. They're cream... Fuck's sake. Ice crystals build up like facial hair. No, but I don't even know if they'd have facial hair. Normal steel, they could also be normal ice. It's a type we don't have yet. We don't have normal steel either, though. No, wait. No, we don't. Manila? Oh, ew. They're all just men. Just ordinary men. That's definitely a concept. Ice steel? I didn't say ice steel, I said normal ice. This is a naughty shape. Oh! F00. Yeah, but F00 is not real. Oh, and like the cone could be like a barbershop pole. Oh my god. And the shaving cream could just like form shapes. Oh, brother. Ah, brother. Oh my god. Okay. This is fucked. What if they're birds? This... That got a... Where did birds come from? We've gotten a bit out of hand here. It's easy, okay? Facial hair. Ice cream. Ice cream looks like shaving cream. Facial hair. Shaving cream shaves it off. It's perfect. It's fucking perfect. I'll take $1 bajillion. I am an avid believer of normal being the sound type stand-in. So we could do like normal steel or normal ice. Or something. Because normal as well, like if it's just a barbershop quartet, it's like it's just a bunch of dudes, you know? Birds ever... But what a... where do the birds come from? Why steel? Because... I don't fucking know. Because, like, the... If I incorporate, like, the razors and stuff for shaving. Because it's sharp. Slices you open with its words. Oh, and actually with convergence, they can share a type with their counterparts. So if it is a regional vanillite, it can still be paradise type. I was thinking more they might have like a razor or something. But obviously... I'll kill you. I think this is a much better direction to go in. Because, like, then they can still, like, have kind of, like... kind of hairstyles. but they can all just be like made out of cream. So there's no like kind of color fuckery going on. Sweeney Todd the Pokemon. Yeah, I'm thinking probably ice normal. Let me see. Where was normal in my list? I actually have a lot of normal types in this dex. And less ice types. But these guys were already ice, so. We had loads of fairy types anyway. So I don't know. Maybe they could still be fairy. But fairy is more so for like food and kind of things that are more based on like berries. Let me look at the fairy types. See if there's anything stands out. Because it could keep the same type that it has, potentially. So Spritzy and Aromatisse are like perfume. And then we have foods, Comfey, Milcery and Alchemy are food, Fido and Dashman are food. Screamtail is fairy, even though it makes noise. Jigglypuff, Jigglypuff's also fairy. Galarian Weezing is fairy, kind of similar vibes a little bit. I guess because it has a mustache. Mega Altaria is fairy, even though it's not. It's like clouds and shit. Mega Audino is fairy. Mimikyu is fairy, and it's artificial. The Rookba Starmobile is fairy. I did not expect to see that there. Just pure ice, pure something. How is it? I'm doing good, Dai. How are you? The stream is kind of melting, but, you know, we're making it. Keeping it fairy to play off that gag of mistaking shaving cream for burst whipped cream. Shaving cream made edible. So maybe pulls a Grimmsnarl and uses hair for magic. They need a big schnoz for sneezing. Ice Fairy is exclusive for Alolan Ninetales, that is correct. Grimmsnarl's fairy is because it's an ogre. I like the hair on the brown guy. Well, I hate him. I think he's stupid. I do like these guys. They're just not... They're not there. You know? They're not Pokemon. Which is the goal. The Soul Dragon Slayer it is. Yeah, I don't know. I think they could... They could maybe keep the type they have. Because it's like... Oh... Getting, like, pampered and stuff is very, like... glam and glitz and all that jazz. It's like, we're gonna make you sexy. Yeah. Hey, Isma. What the fuck are these? Oh, he's like, skip on, skip it do, skip it toi. And then gelatuno, geladu, and gelatre. The singing gives good vibes. Yeah, I'm thinking between ice normal and keeping them ice fairy. Because I feel like we could. I feel like Alolan Ninetales doesn't deserve the dragon killers. I think it's funny if these guys are just like, hey dragons, I'll kill you. Normal fairy? I don't feel like normal fairy. Because shaving cream has like the numbing effect. I feel like ice is... Because it's like, I don't know what the word is. Where like it's compressed into the can or whatever. Like it's cold. Yeah. What instead of a conic and a bone? Guys, they're not ice cream. We're way off that. It's shaving cream. I'm not going back to ice cream. It's too much. Because we already have Vanillite to Vanillish is just perfect the way it is. So it's either a regional fake or its own thing. And I'm saying regional fake because it's easier to say than convergent. And also I think I'm going to lose the Italy concept as well. We're just going for like generic barbershop quartet. So I guess I can make this blue as well. Probably. Because it could probably start out as like Manilite or something, and then like just have its own names. Barbarino Supremo, like, or something stupid. This is dumb and I love it. Only thing I can see maybe being an issue is that this guy's head kind of looks like the redesign I did for Chocolate. But we'll get to Chocolate, because I think I have some redesigns I want to do for Chocolate as well. I think the marshmallow head is kind of weird. Instead of Italy, how about the Pacific Islands? We'll take this. We have a Pacific Island. It's right here. There he is. Whoa, 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 whoa. He exists for real. Changed your mind of being... Yeah, it's... Versalion, I've changed my mind on a lot of this decks. I wouldn't be surprised. I can't beat Vanillish. It is what it is, and it is it perfectly. Yeah. I used a Vanillite on my first ever Pokemon team in Unova. So I'm just gonna go with it. I can't outcompete it. These are stupid. But these are like charmingly stupid. Gelux. Gel. Gelatry. Oh, fuck me. Okay. Where the... Because it was from gelato, but now it can be like gel, like hair. Fuck me. Jesus. Okay. We're gonna go back to the start of this row because... Okay. Let's see. Tree Octopus, I feel like is the best thing to do for this. I can't remember who mentioned it earlier. I want to say it was Tony. Save the Pacific Northwest Tree Octopus. Hey. I live in the Pacific Northwest. That's crazy. Pacific Northwest Tree Octopus. Can I get a good screenshot of some information on this? Help save the endangered Pacific Northwest Tree Octopus. Tree Octopus, like the future is wild? Is that also a thing? Okay, let's see. Because honestly, I don't think I need to change the designs of Squid and Slockspot that much. The Pacific Northwest Tree Octopus, Octopus paxarabolus, can be found in the temperate rainforests of the Olympic Peninsula to the west coast of North America. Their habitat lies on the eastern side of the Olympic Mountain Range, adjacent to Hood Canal. The solitary cephalopods reach an average size, measured from arm tip to mantle tip, of 30 to 33 centimeters. That's pretty big. Unlike most other cephalopods, tree octopuses are amphibious, spending only their early life and period of their mating season in the ancestral aquatic environment. Because of the moistness of the rainforest and especially skin adaptations, that's pretty good. They're able to keep from becoming desiccated for prolonged periods of time. But given the chance, they would prefer resting in pooled water. Okay, I already have a plan for this. I'm just going to write down a word so that I don't forget it. Why is it blue? Fuck me. Just going to write moss. We'll get back to it. Where's that tab gone? An intelligent and inquisitive being, it has the largest brain to body ratio for any mollusk. That's irrelevant to me. The tree octopus explores its arboreal world by both touch and sight. Adaptations. Its ancestors originally evolved in the three-dimensional environment of the sea, have been put to good use in the spatially complex maze of the carnivorous Olympic rainforest. Did I say coniferous or carnivorous? Coniferous. The challenges and richness of this environment and the intimate way in which it interacts with it may account for the tree octopus's advanced behavioral development. Some evolutionary theorists suppose that the arboreal adaptation is what laid the groundwork for primates. The evolution of the human mind. That's hilarious. So, Squid and Rebash Kamala, that's exactly what I was thinking. They're both weird fucking forest hoaxes. So, I think it's perfect if we go with that. I love the smug asshole energy of Sloctopoth. Yeah, so Sloctopoth is electric dark type. Why are they electric type, though, is the thing. I don't know, and I don't know if I care. How many electric types do I have? Electric is currently the 4th. It's tied with water and fire and fighting. So we have loads of electric types. So I could change it, if that's the thing that people care about. TBS moved to Cascade region, real? Real. Otherwise I'd be streaming at 2:30 AM at home. Tree octopus? Yes, a tree octopus is like a Pacific Northwest cryptid, I guess. Maybe that they also live in cities. I don't think I envision them ever living in a city. So here's what I'm thinking. Okay. Let's get rid of that. So tree octopus needs to stay moist is the lore. Let me see. What are these things fucking called? The slots. Moss is moist. There are slots that literally have moss just growing in their fur because they're so slow. So maybe like these guys could have kind of like a ghillie suit of moss kind of thing, which maybe like protects them from like a fire attack once off or something. Or something like, what does Beware's ability do again? Because I know it makes them weak to fire, but what does it do besides that? Halves the damage of moves that make direct contact, but doubles that of... So it gives you a fire weakness, but it basically doubles your defense. That could be a good ability. Wasn't that the squirrels thing? Yes. Where are they? Fuck my life. But see, no, the squirrel thing is more that it's like a superhero that just like blends in. Maybe saying ghillie suit was like the wrong idea. Here. This thing is a mess. This is the weirdest fucking Pokemon I've ever designed. You already know he's flipping the bird. Mimikyu's ability but for fire. That's not... Those aren't the same abilities. Because so far this guy is just like yellow and blue. Yeah? It's basically fur coat and added fire wings. Yeah, and I feel like I could... What is Stuffle's BST? I've always been curious of this. Because it hits like a train. Only 350, but its attack is like 75, which in the early game is why it bricks you. And what's Beware then? Stats. Jesus. Beware. Oh, Christ. Okay. That makes sense. Because its defenses are... You have to just hit Beware with special attacks. So I feel for these... it's just... Did I draw on the wrong layer? I drew on the wrong layer. Oh. Guys, it always happens once per stream. It always happens once per stream. It's incredible. That's without red. So here's the deal. I can't see the stream. Where is it? Okay. Has anyone actually ever suggested to make squid and Slacktopod water type? Maybe it has a relationship with a plant that produces sugars that can help it produce electricity. Ah, very good. Not being water type is like the entire point. Yeah, it's they're forest mollusks. They don't. It's like Titan. These octopus just went into a forest and then just turned into slats. So I'm thinking it definitely needs to be a bit chunkier. Not to the point that it like looks like slacking or anything. Plant suit provides electric sugars or whatever. Because it could basically, maybe it like wears what it eats or something. Whoops. This is such a fucking weird little guy. Because I do think like the moss sloth concept is kind of good. And then if it's like kind of wearing this grassy suit. It's not that it's... So it's not that it's actively chosen to wear it. It's that it's just moist so that moss is just growing on it. And it's slow, you know? Because electric... doesn't... Let me do some math here. Pokemon type calculator. Because I might change the dark type from this guy if it ends up being stupid. And does anything else have Fluffy? Besides Beware and... Oh fuck, Wooloo and Dubwool have Fluffy. Griever and Houndstone? That's a weird choice. But I guess... makes sense. Okay, let's see. So, Pokemon type calculator. So I'm gonna do some quick things here. Maybe it has an ability that allows to have stab at grasshoppers. No, it is Fluffy. We talked about this. Remember to refresh the stream if you think you're behind. Tap the live button underneath the playback bar. So let's see. Normal fighting has 4 weaknesses. Electric Dark also has 4 weaknesses. Okay. So they would both... It would have the same amount of weaknesses as Beware. So I think it can keep Electric Dark. How many resistances does Electric Dark get? Oh shit, what if it was already like resistant to fire? Or would that be too hacky? Would I be hacking the mainframe? It's a weird little dude, but the good kind of weird. Exactly. He's a good boy. Where the fuck? How did I lose the calculator already? Pokemon type calculator. I'm going to LA tomorrow. Which is just hitting me right now. That's insane. Okay. Electric Dark. Resists electric and dark. Interesting. Also flying ghost and steel. Okay. That's so interesting. What if I did make it a type that was resistant to fire? Which would be like rock, water, fire, dragon. I don't think it makes sense. Oh, she's... Oh shit, I didn't notice that was a thing. Interesting. Yes, it would have like 5 weaknesses. But none of them are like 4 times, so I think it'd be okay. So, the moss isn't part of their bodies, but it does like provide like a added layer of defense, but it also can catch fire. Which so makes them weak to fire. Moss grows on them. Is not part of the body. Is not part of them. My favorite season is X. So the sass of Sloctopath. These are one of the... a lot of these are like kind of the first ones where I'm like, oh shit. I just created a character. And I did laugh a lot. I remember I was like watching TV with my sister and I drew this and I just started crying. In like a sketchbook. Takes 2 from Fighting Bug, Fire, Fairy, and Ground. It seems fine. Maybe you can have like a move that fries bugs with electricity or something. Like an electric move that's good against bugs. Like a bug zapper kind of thing. Okay, write that down. I drew in the wrong layer again. Did I? Maybe I didn't. Oh, I didn't. Okay. Is there already an electric move that's good against bug types? Okay, well it can be like, fucking Freeze Dry, I think is the name of the move. That's good against water types. Have the move's called Bug Zapper. I could. It could literally be called like Zap Slap or something. Or like Slappy Zappy or something stupid. See, because I feel like these guys were just so good already that it's like they just needed that extra emphasis on like, what the fuck are they? Tree Octopus works. It needs to stay moist. Moss is moist. It grows on actual slots. Then just Fluffy, or whatever the fuck the ability's called. I think this works. I think this is good shit. Don't at me. And then it's, yeah, it's one of those... But here's the thing, it's like, oh, you hatched from an egg and it already has moss in it. And it's like... Toro says jewelry and Kangaskhan comes out with a baby. Like, it's fine. I'm sure there's new Pokemon that still do it. It's like, oh, Farfetch still comes out with a leak already. Mastopus. Absolutely not. I think the names are fine as well. I feel like Sloctopath is low-key iconic. And then Squid. I feel like Squid is probably taken somewhere. Maybe not. Maybe not. I don't know. Fuck it. Tinky is born with the metal. Exactly. Reller is born with the ball. Yeah, so it's fine. It's fucking fine. Nobody cares. So... these guys. Do we want to stay with just like vague vomiting abominable snowman, or do I want to try and incorporate some actual animal elements? Because the only animal I can think that vomits as like a countermeasure is like a vulture. And also, do I keep them ice poison, or do I make them ice fire types, or do I make them fire poison types? Grandpa is born, or Grandpa. Yeah, Onyx is born like a fucking 20-foot snake. Breeding is... Yeah, I don't think they're ever concerned with, like, breeding. And then if it's like, oh, and then they make a baby Pokemon, and it's like, well, where did they get the moss then when they evolve, you know? It's like, just stop fucking nitpicking everything. It's fine, it's a game for babies. I'm gonna need an Oreo. Don't tell anybody. I have to say Oreo, not Oreo. Cry about it. Maybe it's a fire ice type and it has a poison point. But why would it be spiky? Because the basis of these guys is awful. It's bulimia. And while we are dropping the bulimia concept, we're going to keep the vomiting. We need an actually good fire ice type. Disagree. The one we have is great. But we could always use another. I think it does shiny only the hammer changes. There's a few Pokemon like that. Reller does it. I love how Reller's name is literally just roller backwards. It's fantastic. Oh, it's like, yeah, so we do need another fire ice type, but ice poison also isn't used. Poison touch. I feel like the problem with giving it like poison touch is then it's like it's already 2 status types, and then it adds a 3rd status with its ability, you know? Like, it already can freeze you or burn you if it's a fire poison type. Or if it's fire ice type, fuck. Those 3 types are all elemental. A poison yeti sounds better as a concept. Let's Google poison yeti. See what comes up. Yeti oil could be used as poison from Forgotten Realms. Are yetis humanoid? Yes. What do yetis hunt? Ape-like creature lurks in Mount Everest, feasting on sheep and yak. So ape-like. Could say that. Or I'll say it in a better way. Monkey. So many comments are on my collab I did with Prague are like, hey, slacking is a sloth. And I'm like, yeah, it's also a gorilla. It can be 2 things at the same time. Relax. I feel like there are too many suggestions in the chat that essentially make everything triple typed. I feel like today I'll say yes for these. We just got it for these. Yes for these as well. I can't remember what those. I don't remember what those either. And maybe with them? I am picking up on that though. It is okay to just have dual types. Hell, it's okay to just have 1 type. Maybe some sort of move that is fire type with chance. But why would you poison from a fire type move? Instead of just burn. Yeah, it's like, what's the point here? Base form is a frog regurgitates. Okay, fucking hang on. So frog regurgitates plus that. One that freezes. We all watch subjectively, if you don't know what I'm talking about. What did I see earlier? A poisonous yeti that vomits snow is a fun idea. Because it's kind of flipping the concept on its head. Where instead of being cold on the outside and throwing up hot, it throws up cold. A frog-ape hybrid. So we go from a squid sloth hybrid to a frog-ape hybrid. Then to a duck crocodile hybrid. Then to a lizard alien hybrid. Then to a turtle tortoise hybrid. And then to a shaving cream other guy hybrid. Okay. It's all okay, it's fine. If I can figure out a good idea, I'll go for anything. Yet vomiting snow would be could. I guess you mean cool. Makes its own snowstorms. But would it be kind of like... When I hear vomiting, I don't think like... air-based. I feel like for snowstorms it would be burping. If that makes sense. It's not a bad idea. Or I'll say hail. Oh wait, hail doesn't fucking exist anymore. That's so weird. Frogs can vomit out their stomachs. Hilarious. Frogs regurgitate their whole guts and... Wait! I don't want to Google this. Frog regurgitating. Frogs can't vomit, so they eject their entire stomachs. Meet the frog that barfs up its babies. Well, guys, I thought during that one Smoggist that I would have seen the worst thing that happens to frogs, but that is way worse. Frog regurgitates entire stomach. Don't starfish also turn themselves inside out to eat things? They just like throw their stomach at a thing and then drag it back in. Maybe... Sorry, I'm eating an Oreo. Maybe it's an ape. With the proportions of a frog. But why? Tortoise... I don't know what that means. Yeti. Galarian's and Darmanitan also exists. This was made before Galarian Darmanitan. ZMGD. Sedmo Galarian Darmanitan. Also sucks. Incorrect. And Abomasnow is also a Yeti. I'm happy to be the one who have enlightened you. What if a Toedscool of every type? Congratulations. You saw the joke. We should have another Starfish Pokemon purely for the stomach thing. I think you might be thinking of a Sea Cucumber. No, I'm very sure. I know Sea Cucumbers do the thing where like they send out like a strand of whatever. I'm very sure that Starfish turn themselves inside out. Or they just like eject their stomachs. Do I make a... Oh yeah, so their stomach can be extended out through their mouth to engulf and digest prey. I knew it. I knew it. What if it was a mountain starfish? Or would that be too weird? Okay, so we have like vulture. We have frog. Starfish is an option, but I don't want to go with it because we already have the two guys up here. I'm just gonna write starfish, fuck it. Potential. Isn't there actually an ice gremlin from somewhere? I have no idea. I genuinely could not tell you what inspired me to come up with this. This dex is a mystery. Let's Google ice gremlin. Knife-footed ice gremlin. Rare insults. Hey, you fucking knife-footed ice gremlin. Everything is just kind of like OC's kind of D&D looking stuff. I don't think there is anything about, or let's say like ice goblin or something. I don't think there's anything like specific, you know, except like this race of goblins lives in the snow or whatever. Nate's frog and be a hairy toad. I could do the Wolverine toad. Because then that would make it hairy. Oh, and it basically... So this fucking thing would turn itself inside out. Or, I'll just write puke. So this thing would turn itself inside out and break its own bones. For anybody who doesn't know what the Wolverine toad, they break their own bones so that they stick out through their skin. I'm gonna get a... I think I already used this as a reference. I'm just gonna get... I'm gonna grab it again. Hang on. Wherever it may be. This is stupid. This is so stupid. Oh, shit. There he is. Again. In the flesh. Fantastic. Hittipus and Sinistra. Leaks are cool. Oh boy. Well, thank you for spoiling that, you big dickhead. See ya. I had a feeling anyway. Anyway. Iberian newts also do the bone breaking thing. Ah, interesting. It's wearing Cloudsire. Bro got deleted. Yeah, we all know me and leaks. I had a feeling though that thing wasn't just a thing on its own. It would have been nice to see it, but I guess it confirms my theory about thing. So interesting though. But only see, I don't know what it looks like or where it is, but we'll get back to that. Anyway, let me get a picture of this. That fucking guy was coming in and causing problems all the time anyway, so I don't care. See you later. You freak. Do I have a frog in this dex? I might. Because I think I'm going to be replacing something with a frog. Later down the line as well. But frogs are really gremlin-like, you know? A froglin. Like a hoglin. From Minecraft. Whatever. Okay. Whatever. Okay, I'm just taking a break for a second. Because they're important to do. See, I feel if I was on camera, you'd actually see what I'm doing. So I wouldn't have to explain myself all the time. I don't want to jinx it, but the stream has like been holding up for a hot minute. A known offender. Who, the leak guy or something else? Okay, Trog. Dude. It says I hit him, so if his messages are still coming through, sorry everyone. Should I just make a frog whose life is a mess? I like the pre-evo for Magma Yeti. He is changing, is the thing. And they were never fire type, so this redesign was like really... I mean, there's like the potential. Now thinking about it, then it could be more monkey silhouettes. An ape silhouette? Ooh, a newt to a frog. We could do different silhouettes. Snoots are also amphibians, aren't they? Sometimes your animal knowledge is just too vast that you can't remember. I'll write down Iberian just so I remember what it is. It does kind of have Vigoroth vibes. Iberian ribbed newt. Oh, yeah. It's nowhere near as drastic as what Clodsire does, but... Oh, this guy's goofy as fuck. This guy's a creature. This guy's insane in the membrane. Okay. I feel like there's definitely something here. I'm just not picking up on what the... Frog to Noose would offer a more interesting silhouette. See, the way I was thinking about it was Newt kind of have a tail, and then frogs don't. So it's kind of like the life cycle of a frog. Where they lose the tail. Like a tadpole, almost. So I'll change this. Just, what fucking layer is this on? Oh boy, okay, did I do it? Did I do that? Oh, fuck my life. Everything's breaking. God damn it. Okay, drawing. Relabel the color so I don't lose it in this sea of insanity. We're gonna go like bada bing, bada boom. So it's like it's a puking mountain amphibian. See, the thing is, with the frog, it has the hair, which kind of... Is there, like, a hairy newt? If you want to keep the ribs, it could evolve from just barfing to having retractable ice spikes too via frozen... That's horrible. That is horrendous. And I'm not sure in a good way. Is there a hairy newt? Okay, the first thing that comes up when you Google hairy newt is clawed frogs and ribby newts. I feel like the frog... I could always make the newt hairy, but I just feel like the frog is the one with, like, the fluff already. Gave it, like, tropical penguin eyebrows a little bit. I feel like this is definitely something, you know? Did you guys know that Zangoose has retractable claws? And I fucking hate it. Like, it just folds its claws back. If it were up to me, I'd keep the first redesign more or less unchanged. Yeah, but what is it? Maybe to use snow as hair? It's not really the issue at the moment. Yeah, Zangoose in Paldea, they like fold their claws back. It makes it look really weird. Let me... Oh, yuck! Ew, ew, ew. I hate this. I hate it. It looks like it's missing its hands. It's not fanning out its claws. I don't know why it says that. So, like, it folds its claws back up underneath it. I really do not like that decision. I don't think it looks good at all. So when you're battling it, they come out. Monkey. Ice gorilla. Yes, it is just like... Yeti. Yeah. Just Yeti? What playlist am I listening to? I'm listening to Beachside Holiday Nintendo Summer Music Mix by Crazy Cloud. There's nearly 1 million views, and it is 2 hours and 7 minutes and 31 seconds long. And it's good shit for designing, because it's optimistic and it keeps you upbeat and it's everything. Himalayap. Himalayap. Isn't Himalayap the name of Welch's pseudo? All these ideas have gotten very cluttered. Why vomit? Is the thing. I know, it's the design process, you know? Because it needs to keep the vomiting aspect. Because otherwise, it's not... I might as well just redesign fucking... It's like the rabbits. It's like, oh, I'll just make a rabbit, you know? It's I have to keep some element of the original concept in the proper redesign, because otherwise there's no point. think I can throw... Yeah, I'm not going to use the starfish. Let me Google vomiting to keep warm. Vomiting can cause severe dehydration that can cause cold hands and skin. It can also make you warm. Interesting. The original design's base form is crazy frog-like. I mean, if we look at it, outside of the head, like it has like... Wait a fucking second. Sorry. Excuse me. Yeah, you did say crazy. Okay, I thought you meant like it was just crazy frog-like. And then it just hit. It is the crazy frog. Can I get an image of him without his fucking cock out? I hate this frog. Why does he have a dick? I want to show him. But YouTube will ruin me. Ugh. Hang on. Sorry guys, I got very distracted. All these fucking frog memes. I just want to put him beside a picture. Okay, I found one. Honestly, they're not even too far off. Alright, something about rock salt poisoning. I feel now that's a bit too layered, because it's like, why would there be rock salt up on a... Because rock salt is the thaw snow, and it's like, why would it be up a mountain? It'd be on a road, you know? The original looks like a regional Morgrim Grimmsnarl. I'm not seeing it. I don't think this is the thing I can turn into a regional unless it's a Pokemon that already vomits, and I don't think we have one. I'm not really seeing the connection between... I mean, maybe the ears, but like they're so small, and Morgrim has a load of concepts kind of behind it already. Like a reverse Gulpin. Cramorant technically does. I feel some sort of version of the frog. Like maybe... I just turned down the opacity on that now. We're off topic. We're not off topic, we're talking about vomiting. So we could have a frog that has fucking crazy claws. And I feel like if this guy has the claws, then Porky Punch is gonna lose the spiky fist. And maybe it can coat its claws with bile that it has all over its tongue, because it is a frog. Creature. That's also big and hairy. Looks like a yeti. And it's a big frog, so it has fucking snowshoes. Fuck off. We're off topic, we're talking about vomiting. So it can like throw up in its throat sac. Just like have that there. Then use its tongue to coat its hands. And then its special attack, it just goes like... Bleh. I feel like that's the best I'm gonna be able to do with working in like an actual animal. If that makes sense. And it can be like... it says that a frog Pokemon got lost up a mountain and the cold shattered its bones, but it thrived on anyway. And God, I'm looking at my stream layout and it was way behind. It was just showing Zangoose now. I feel that's the best I'm going to be able to do with this. For now. For now. For now. It's ice. I'd like to see you do better, Priscillian. I think conceptually it's there. It's a big fucking hairy thing that lives in the mountains that pukes. Wolverine frogs are hairy. They break their bones. Frogs puke. This thing already coated its hands with its bile. They're vomitable. Might not be able to work as a name. Is that a challenge? Yeah, it's a fucking challenge. Come at me. Bring it on. Talk shit, get hit. And Wolverine frogs. Do they actually live in colder? And what's the other fucking frog? What's the frog that freezes its own blood? Where do Wolverine frogs live? Lives in Central Africa. What's the frog that freezes its blood? Can somebody tell me the name of this? The wood frog. Okay. I just think it being a frog makes sense. Like a big fucking mountain amphibian. Let's say wood frog. That's not black. That's grey. This is black. Fuck, I'm writing frog now. Wood frog. Wooden frog. Okay. Cooley. I don't want to do this. I just don't fucking care. It turns out the more you fuck around, the more you find out. I despise these birds. I really, really hate them. Okay. Let's look at them. This is a bird with tornado-shaped wings and a tornado-shaped tail. And this one is a fucking mess. So this, I feel, was something that people don't understand. And it's something that I used to fall into as well. So I did the 4 artists redesign People Starters video with Fruipy, Ryoma, and Bonnie. And there were a few comments saying, hey, you guys didn't redesign these, you changed them. And I feel like what those people wanted to happen was just, oh, I'm just going to take this and like re-render it. Because that's what I did with this. I didn't redesign this guy, I just re-rendered him in a style that was nicer to look at. What the fuck is this? I'm like, oh, it's a hurricane-shaped bird. I'm like, this is insanity. This is fucking insane. That's what this is. So I wouldn't even call this a redesign. This is just a re-render. So people need to learn that if you want to redesign something, you just have to take the concept, work from the ground up, or take the design, if the concept is already good, or just add a concept to it. Said... I don't know Brazilian, but people are fucking idiots. I'm gonna start calling them all out publicly real soon. Oh my god, I still have Coke left. Incredible. Okay. So, I know some, like a storm bird is definitely a thing. Like the great American thunderbird or whatever. Stormbird. The Pacific... Okay, it's just a bird. Its call is more prevalent before or during stormy weather. Okay. They look like wind socks. Like, I kind of like this idea. Or like its head is kind of a tornado. Not that it spins or anything, but it's just like... kind of destroys the ground as it flies along. Snoradork is kind of kite-like. See, I don't think I want to make these birds like synthetic things, because I already have like the paper plane origami birds. And it's like, okay, tornado bird. Let's get some references. I can't remember what the exact name of the tornado is. Guys, tornadoes are fucking crazy. Can I just get like an image of like a skinny tornado? No, I don't want to save Google Images. Like you could maybe imagine that being like a beak. And then like... I'm gonna get 2 birds. That have kind of long beaks. Alright mate, it's a fucking bin chicken, innit? Oh, I just had a good idea. Like maybe this thing, maybe it's like a hummingbird and it like flaps its wings so fast but like it's not as small as a hummingbird, so it just like creates loads of destructive energy. What about the smaller birds that gathers? Ah. Oh, okay. That is a good concept. So do you think it would be like a wishy-washy thing, or like a phalanx thing? Where it's like the Pokemon is either just one thing, or it's always like a group of like 20. Could be either, yeah. Because the other idea I had, maybe Stornado because of a reference to Quetzalcoatl. Quetzalcoatl is a snake, though. And I feel like everybody's done it to death. It's not a bad shout, but I feel like it's just too different to what it is. Why isn't there other Pokemon like Wishy-Washy? I know, it's like I had the flea idea. Whereas Ishy Scratchy. That turns into a dog. I'd like to redesign that someday, but I drew on the wrong layer again, kids. I am literally the biggest idiot this side of the Atlantic. Drawing. Okay. Spinning top. Morning all, hello Neck Bunch. Because I was thinking like maybe like kind of I don't know what the exact phrase is, but you have like calm before the storm. Is there like a reverse version of that? Like maybe the first stage is really violent and then the second stage is like really like kind of the eye of the storm kind of thing. Even if I was going to redesign this like the same concept, I would have put the eye in the middle and then gone outwards, you know? Insane, it's stupid, it's dumb. Just on a storm ends. Is there no saying for that? Like a reverse camp before the storm? The eerie, everything's dead. After a hurricane, there's a rainbow. Is that a thing? So I'm not gonna lie, I do like this concept. So like it could be form. Aftermath? I don't know. It would be like a phrase if it was a thing. Collective. So here's the thing. Do I do one stage? Or could it be like one that evolves into several? And then they have like the flock form. When they're all adults. There's a line from Katy Perry's Firework. Because I do vibe with this. CEO just pops into my office, asks for my coffee. Why are you watching live streams during coffee coffee job? Like one chick that spins on its beak like Hitmontop, and then a group of the same that gets the flock form. Yeah, because it's like... And then the whole like lesson can be like... One on your own is like... Or in numbers, you're more powerful kind of thing. So like one just spins. Then like a bunch of them like join together and it just becomes like a... Actual tornado. Probably still a bird-shaped tornado. So I'm leaning towards this. Because otherwise then it's just like... I am the villain from Hercules. We get a fucking image of that tornado. Many hands make light work. I understand that reference. Tornado Titan. Of course, the first fucking image that comes up is Kingdom Hearts. Yeah, it's like, I don't want it to just be like a tornado with eyes. Yeah, I would rather it be like a bird-shaped. Then like it's the whole cloud as well, kind of thing. I don't know if I need the bird to be a spinning top though, but it kind of makes sense if it's a spinning top. Tornado days and tornadoes for arms, exactly. This is what we call a gamer. Did you have tornadoes for wings? That was what the original thing was, but I think that's kind of stupid. I drew the Hercules tornado as a Pokemon so many times as a child. I'm sure I just drew it. Not as a Pokemon, but just like... Sorry, there's a fly right in front of my face. Not as a Pokemon, but just like in like my books in school, because it was so easy to draw. I do really hate these birds. Scribble the shape of a triangle, exactly. Find your face, simple fix. Become frog. Yeah, I feel like this might work better as just a single stage. Like a wishy-washy kind of deal. I feel like making it 2 stages just like... kind of... not great. Wouldn't it be jump? I don't know what that means. So cloud-like fluffy body and a long beak. Would be like the... You said what species of birds you're gonna use? No, because I hate birds. I am liking the spinning concept. They just spin around. Yeah, but hummingbirds don't really... And like it could like lift up into the air like a kind of helicopter kind of thing. Like maybe it literally flies by spinning around. And then a bunch of them form together and then turns into tornado bird form. So birds find triangle formation. I mean, like, the tornado is a triangle, so, like, they'd just be doing triangle formation, but from the ground up, you know? Exactly. So these would all be different birds. I feel that's as much energy as I want to give this, just because I feel like this is basically what I can just do with this concept. Because these two are two of my least favorites. And I don't feel it needs to be any more than that. It's like, wishy-washy's a fish. Fish school. This thing's a bird. Birds flock. That's it. It could still be called Blurkin. No need to change the name necessarily. But I could probably come up with something better. Why is it blurred out? Why is what blurred out? Maybe the bird could be a hummingbird. You can make some... Guys, we need to calm down with the maybe it's this, but it looks like something else thing. It is okay for a design to just be a design. It's not like they're like, maybe people could confuse the Titan with some kind of frog, or maybe Tinkaton is confused with a human child, or whatever. It's like, it's okay if they're just birds. You know? I don't think they need to... Only in mentality. What is that? Yeah, it just feels like an extra layer that doesn't really add anything. Because it's like, oh, then it looks like a bug, and then it's like, oh, they also swarm or whatever, but it's like... It's just a funny burb. Yeah. Burb. Burb. NATO. It's the worst name I've ever done. New birds that do that are more like starlings and swallows. Yeah, they're just little fucking boring ass birds that I don't care about and I don't want to dedicate time to because I fucking hate birds. Human child. An evil bombardier. I feel like bombardier could have pushed its concept a bit more. It feels just too much like an ordinary bird. Okay, let's look at this line, and let's see what we're gonna do next time. So, Squid and Slochtopot, more or less the same. Now they just wear moss. That fucking bird that I hate. we have an average bombardier hater. So they are tree octopuses, they wear moss, they have Fluffy as an ability. I feel like these guys are really strong. Fat Flock Friday. Fantastic. Maybe they can only be found on Fridays outside the Weather Institute or whatever. Or the Valley Windworks. Then for Flemlin and Vomitable, some sort of like newt frog hybrid. That can coat its fists or bones in like a poisonous substance and then smack the shit out of you. Flemlin and Vonimal are perfect to you, my friend, but not to me. Then Stornadork and Blurricane, I'm going to just condense into one stage as a flock form of a bird that turns into a big tornado bird. Because it's a storm bird, it's literally a fucking thing. It's right there. I'm swearing like nobody's business. Oh jeez, these guys. Okay. This is 3 hours ago I looked at these. Okay, so... It's easy little concept for Flemlin's concept after I finish Grasshair. Go for it. I'd love to see it. So we have like either aqueduct or whatever the hell its name is, but it's a duck that evolves into a platypus that evolves into a crocodile. Sewer themed, bathroom themed, plumbing themed, basically. So I think it's going to be a tap that turns into a sink that turns into a toilet. And that is that. Then we have Reptilian Ate My Baby. Oh, why did you skip? Why did you do that to me? God, we got so much done today. In terms of, like, bangers. Some sort of reptilian fetus eldritch combination. So, like, literally an egg with the lizard tail poking at the bottom. It alludes to sex stuff. But it works better than literally just a fucking zygote. Then it hatches open. The egg armor, the egg parts kind of stay on it. And then it all fuses together into like a psychic steel type. With illusion, so that it kind of blends into a thing. I think the stream is also dying. Can everybody say Fig Newton, Fig Newton, Fig Newton, Fig Newton. Fig Newton, Fig Newton, Fig Newton, Fig Newton, Fig Newton, Fig Newton. Hey, Ismar. Fig Newton. Okay. I hate how Fig Newton has become the thing. It was such a off the cuff. See, it fixed the stream. It fixed the stream. We're back. So then we're gonna do the regional torkoal, a desert torkoal that turns into a turtle, so that it can actually swim through the sand. Because otherwise it wouldn't be able to move, I guess. And then I might change the Oasis thing. But so far it's the idea I like the most, where it swims through the sand and it saves people who are stranded, but it avoids people who want to hunt it down or whatever. And then a convergent vanillite that is based off shaving cream and evolves into a barbershop quartet. Fantastic. Easy peasy. Okay. So what we're going to do now is I'm going to condense all these into... Is this still the beach playlist? It seems very exciting for the beach. Fourth row references. I'm going to turn that off. Oh. Where did you guys end up? How are you doing here? Okay, so who is on the next row? In what universe is the... Wait, was that the end of the... What? I checked... Jeez, I've been streaming for ages if we made it through the whole beach playlist. Okay, whoops. So I was like, Spyro music is not beach music. Anyway. Let's see. And I'm not doing this today. I'm just loading up the next layer so we can take a look. I need to color code these again, so that I know what I'm looking at. So let's make this green. So if I turn that off, that's just that layer, or that line. Yup. You can be red. So I'll change you to like orange or something, just so I'm not confused. Did you know that the Spyro soundtrack was written by the drummer for The Police? That's why it sounds so good. I'd love to just, like, be like, hello, Flea from the Red Hot Chili Peppers. Please write the soundtrack to my game. Don't burn myself out. I'm not going to. I'm just going to show stuff. So that we can kind of know what to expect for next time. So, oh, fuck. Oh, goody. Goody, goody, goody. What is on this layer? Oh, shit. Okay. Rawr. Gosh darn it. Okay. Let me call this, like, Mons. Labels. Okay. Did I do any labels for these? So, okay, so yeah, this was a cool one. So these guys are for tomorrow. I don't know when I don't know when I'll be streaming again. It's kind of random, depends on the day and how my internet's doing. There will always be a Discord ping if you are in Discord and are part of the Chatty Chatters role. Flea did sound... No. Stuart Copeland did the soundtrack. I'm just saying it's the same concept as if I just approached Flea and I was like, score my game. And he was like, alright. So, in the color key I have, which for some reason always loses augment. What layer are you just written there? Okay, let me fix this, because this is going to annoy me until the end of time if I don't fix it now. So we go like this, and we go like Papa Booey. Let's say color code. Okay, so red means they're based on actual real people. So no go. Because it would be like if Ken Sugimori was like, oh, this is my friend Jeff. I made him a Pokemon. You know? So this is Jerby and Gerbil, who have like some connection to sunflowers in their art, or in like their basis. So I was thinking like maybe I could do like a Sunflora kind of thing. Hello, Blank. I'm gonna be finishing up real soon. We can see what's going on. Snorlax is based on actual Game Freak employee. Yeah, but it's not like called like Snore Jeff. You know what I mean? This is literally fashioned after somebody I know. Hitmonlee and Hitmonchan are named after Jackie Chan and Bruce Lee. It's not like them literally turned into a... This is a fucking gerbil with human hair. And Kadabra is based on Uri Geller, but it's like the same thing. Guys, if I choose not to make Fakemon based off my friends, that is it. Do not debate me on it. So I'm thinking there's like a sunflower aspect there, so I can keep. Because it's like, it was like a combination of like girasole, which is Italian for sunflower, and gerbil having like the same... The connection isn't really good anyway. So I was thinking like Sunflora could use some love. So maybe like a convergent, a regional form, or maybe just a new evolution. It's as easy as that. Ectoplasm. So these three are pretty easy. It's the rock genre. The rock musicians. Let's scroll up so you guys don't see any spoilers. Or let me zoom in, I guess. So that things are more centered. So this is Radiosaur and Spinosaur. I'm not sure what I'm gonna do with them. Because I don't know if... I think something needs to be done. I'm not sure what. But I think a lot of stuff has been happening with Spinosaurus recently. In terms of, like, people figuring out, like, it had, like, a completely different life cycle. So it could make this thing, like, maybe it swam through lava. Make it, like, more kind of aquatic looking. Because apparently that's kind of the thing now that people are noticing about Spinosaurus. Where they, well, not noticing, but theorizing. That they had, like, more kind of flipper-like tails. And they... Dimetrodons aren't dinosaurs. I know. They are, synapsids. If Sea Dragon's here... This is Sea Dragon's favorite fake mon I've ever done. That looks like an aura. I need to change that. Looks like it says Iridelic. It's not. It's Icadelic. You could do different stages based on different iterations of the Spino. That's pretty good. I'm gonna write that down. I'm gonna say different Spino theories. They're E-like in structure. Yeah, Spinosaurs are so weird. So these guys will turn into the big, crazy hypno amphibian who walks along on his tongue. I redesigned it for one Smogist. Probably going to be Psychic Dragon. Maybe not. I'll see how I feel. Chocolate and Cocoa Volt are definitely something. Do you suppose I could take a go at one of those fake mob? Fake man? Yeah, absolutely. I can't guarantee I'll use your concept or whatever, but I'd love to see it. Yeah, I had ideas. I feel like the redesign of Chocolate and Cocoa Volt is really kind of... It's a bit all over the place. So I'll need to kind of take a look at it again. But I was happy with the way I did it at the time. And I feel the redesign is a better jumping off point than whatever the fuck these guys are. Oh, did I move you? Oh, these are all just random. Okay, I see. I see how it is. What, did you all move down? Are you guys just all on the wrong plane of existence? Can't even see a secondary typing because it's the same color gray. Nani is kind of... I feel like I could make Nani like a tandem mouse kind of guy. Where it's just two things, but like separate from one another. Because they did have it as like two creatures joined together. We'll see. I could make it like the fish from Avatar or something. God, do I really have no labels on these? There's Zerdub and Zerdrip, who are lizards. We have Seat and Table. And we have Cuties and Herpes. Looks similar to the Ultra Beast I did. Which one? Oh, Nyanyi? Nyanyi is a very surface level concept. Yeah, I know. Out of these, I would say this is going to be a fun brainstorm. These conceptually are very fun. I like them. These two, I feel, are nearly where I want them to. These two are kind of weird, but definitely easy to work with. These two are going to be really difficult. This one I feel something can be done with for sure. It's just thinking about what it's going to be. I'm not going to do any brainstorming today. I am finishing up the stream very soon. These guys I have a cool concept in mind for. Just more or less just the way they were redesigned. Seat and Table I feel are just the way they are in the redesign. Can't think of anything else that I would do with them. And I already know what I'm doing with these two, which some people might be upset by, but I feel if I'm going in like a Pokemon direction, it is a leap I need to take. Anyway, let's turn off labels so we don't spoil anything. Oh, it's Fig Newton, guys. Wow. Jeez, how many is this now? What number is the final ice cream guy? 71? 71? Jesus. That doesn't look like 71, guys. Or 71 squares. I guess it's actually 80. It's one of them up here is busted. Or whatever. Teiboro. Teiboro. Fun fact, I was drunk when I recorded that Fake Man review episode. Which is why I burp and laugh at myself. It never feels like it's adding up. 71... Once you do the next row, we'll be halfway through. I feel as well, because we're looking at this the whole way down. If I turn on the silhouettes for all the Pokemon. You can kind of see that we're getting halfway. Yeah. Yeah, that... Okay, now it looks... A table donkey? Oh, like Teiboro. That's not a bad idea. What was I gonna zoom in on? Right, and then, after the next stream, this is the point where the Fake Mon review videos never reached. So this is Frankenflem right here. Who, if I had to guess, is like 95? Nope, whoops, 94. So that's the last guy we saw in a video. And then everything else is new. And I will have a lot of explaining to do. I know, new stuff. The not Onyx. The Onyx XP. Speaking of Onyx, Ryoma Art started up working on Legends Tower again, and he put out an alternate Onyx evolution on Twitter that stays rock and ground type, and it's really, really cool. Would recommend checking it out. You probably put it on Insta as well, knowing him. Legends Taurum is Ryoma's Unova Legends concept that I helped him voice. The first part of that he's now working on again. Okay. I feel like that's a good amount of guys. I'm gonna color code this. And, yeah, just so we can kind of get an idea. Well, not all of these will be new. Some of them have been in my shorts. Of show me your every type kind of guys. So yeah. Let me see if there's anything else here. Wherever this may be. Just looking for something cool to finish off the stream with, maybe. Okay, there we go. Does anybody have any questions or, like, you know... I brought up Ryoma. Are there any other creators maybe you'd like to see me interact with a bit more? I do have somebody in mind for a fun collab. I do have a really fun collab idea, but it won't be a thing until next year. But I'm gonna go low-key sicko mode And it's going to be fantastic. Whoa, look at this. Oh, that's crazy. Whoa, dude. Whoa. The stream is made of jello. Oh. Guys, this is... Everything's breaking. Everything's breaking, guys. Who could be behind this? Somebody's hacking the stream. Somebody's hacking the stream. No.
Hello, everybody. My name's Tank Runner. I am hijacking the channel. This is mine now. This is a hostile takeover. I did not record a different intro. Dad has to use this one, so check the mate.
Get out of here, you bitch.
You